will experience buffering. What's that mean? Is that the delay?
Yeah, I still hear you. Uh, we're we're uh, we're about to turn on. I think you're hot. Go, Jeff.
Okay, welcome to the broadcast, Mustangs fans. Apologize for the delay. We are in a weather delay out here at Richland. We had some lightning and thunder roll through here and got orders to take cover. So we are broadcasting from the Tradio truck right now. We've had some technical issues that I believe Trey has overcome. The well, I'll keep my fingers crossed. You can see on the screen the Mustangs are in the dugout. It looks like the rain has stopped, but we are hearing some thunder periodically. So it's probably going to be a while before we do get things going. You see the tarp is on the home plate and the pitching area. There hasn't been much rain, so if we can get this lightning past us, there's no reason that we can't play this game, assuming we don't get hit with another severe thunderstorm.
Well, that's what we think.
That's what we hope. This game, from a playoff standpoint, doesn't mean anything. The Mustangs, of course, have locked up the 1 seed. The Richland Royals have been eliminated from the playoff race. However, the Mustangs have a chance to do something that would be special, and that is finish this season 14-0, undefeated in the district.
Well, let's talk a little bit about playoff scenarios and try to bring you some value. I know we're waiting on this weather to cooperate with us. But right now in District 758, the top four are set. Grapevine's 1 seed, Argyle's the 2 seed, Birdville is 3 seed, and Denton Ryan came in at the number 4 seed. So we're not expecting. There's not going to be any more change. That's locked in. Now we are paired with, according to Coach Webster from a discussion I had with him yesterday in passing. He said we're paired up against District 8 5A for the playoffs for this first round. And that's Burlington Centennial, which is 14-1 right now.
Wow.
They have 9 teams.
Okay.
They may be sitting in the top 5. I don't know how that works, but they have 9 teams in that particular district. So they play 16 games instead of we're in an 8-team district and we only play 14. Burlington Centennial is 14-1 at the top. Burleson, I think, was like I want to say 11-3 or 11-4, they were pretty high. Nobody's going to get to those two. And Midlothian right now is 9-6, I think, if I recall from what I sent to you.
Well, when we looked at it the other day, Trey, the 2 Burleson high schools had distanced themselves from the field in that district. However, there was 3 teams that had a shot at the 3 seed, depending on how these games play out tonight. I assume they're playing tonight.
That's exactly right. And there are several scenarios. We'll pop up another screen to talk to you a little bit about the math for
there you go.
District 8 5A. Midlothian Heritage is 8-7, and they play Joshua tonight, who's 7-8. Mansfield Summit is 7-8. And they play Cleburne, and Cleburne's 5-10. This is very unusual. Cleburne, I think Coach Webster said that Cleburne had the Player of the Year last year, and they were in the top 5 in the polls, state polls. But anyway, it's unusual to see them at 5-10. After tonight, just by looking at this screen, they could have 3 of them at 8-8.
Right. If Joshua beats Midlothian Heritage, that makes those 2 8-8. And then if Mansfield Summit beats Cleburne, that also puts them at 8-8. So do we know what happens in that scenario with 3 teams tied with a third-place record?
No, I don't know how that works. I mean, they can't have a mini tournament or anything like that. There'll be a bunch of coin tosses and head-to-head analysis. Now, I didn't go the next level down to actually talk about head-to-head, who's doing what, where, and when. But, you know, it's pretty interesting. Now, let's look at one more. I'm going to throw you a curveball here. If Midlothian Heritage wins, they're 8-7, okay? And they're playing Joshua. But let's say Midlothian Heritage wins. They become 9-7. Midlothian, who's 9-6, if they lose to the team that's got the best record in the district at 14-1, then they are both 9-7. That fourth seed is then a tie between those two teams, and they would probably play a seeding game tomorrow morning.
Okay.
That's the way that would work. So there's a lot of crazy things.
Well, for the sake of any
here.
of those teams tied, I sure hope they get to play a game to determine who gets in versus a coin flip. It really is is unfortunate to have a playoff spot decided by a coin flip.
Yeah. Now I didn't see the lightning detector go off here. Did you?
It didn't go off, but we could hear it. I think it was a ways away, but we were taking an abundance of caution and took cover. You could definitely hear the thunder, but yeah, the lightning sensor never went off. So that's I don't know if that's a good sign or maybe their lightning sensor isn't working right now. But we can see it from the truck. We know they have one, but we have not heard it go off.
Yeah, let me get off this part so that we're not using double bandwidth here. So the scheduled starter tonight is Dr. K. Now, I haven't updated this. I think he's 5-0 after last Friday.
He did get the win
with 6 starts
last Friday
right?
against Argyle.
Yeah.
So,
what do you have to say about this guy throwing 12 strikeouts in that game last week?
He went 6 innings. I believe he gave up 1 run. Just another outstanding outing by Dason, and we're excited about the new graphic you've added to the screen for his outings, Trey.
I'm going to see if I can.
We don't want to stress the system though.
Yeah, but let's do this. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look, Jeff, at his game. These are those same highlights we played on Tuesday night. Once again, we're in a weather delay out here at Richland. This guy was dynamite. I mean,
yeah, I love this sequence here. See a lot of tough pitches to hit.
Yeah, he had everything under control.
He knows how to go up top sometimes to get that swing and a miss. That was a nice pitch down at the knees, swinging in the dirt.
Fastball.
Yeah, so that's last Friday.
Great shot.
There he goes.
I mean, look, man, they were pumped.
Such a fun night on senior night.
Should be an out. Should be an out.
Then,
of course, that's in a tough spot.
Looks
Who's
like Brett
calling?
Lee's underneath it.
JoJo
There we go.
For a
Joker
2-run homer
came
to
in
put the game out of reach.
to close
And
things
basically
up.
Send the Mustangs. There's a
And,
strikeout for the Joker.
That's
Second
Did a
game.
really good job.
Connor
shutting
Newman
down.
won the
that
first game.
should end the ball game here if we
I
can
guess
get a. Looks like Jace has
I
got
don't
a
know
beat
if this
on
has
it.
that fancy
There we go. The Mustang.
Grapevine
commentary
has
graphic
swept
at the end where it
Argyle,
says
right?
We escape with a victory. Maybe it doesn't.
We're having a water
Yeah, I didn't see any more
celebration
headlines
over
like
here
that
on the
after
third
Friday
base
night
line.
game.
No, it's absolutely not the case. So
It almost looks like it's clearing up in the background there. I mean, when we got here, that area behind home plate was dark. They had the lights on. The lights are still on, but you actually needed the lights. It was that dark when we got here.
let me put the billboard back up. That's what I call this shot, folks. Yeah, I mean, I've got some other material I can pop up here, like the Richland game that we played out here 2 years ago. I actually have that, I believe, on this particular computer. got some other material. I wasn't able to package all these things up like I did before. But I think we should spend this time talking about the team and some of the accomplishments this year.
Well, Trey, there's a lot of good things to talk about. I mean, you don't
tremendous amount of talent right on the field. It's just the talent is big time, right?
Well, yeah, 25-4 overall, 13-0 in the district. Obviously the talent is there, but they have played well as a team, and it's been all around. Pitching's been strong. The hitters have had some big games, and even when they haven't had big games, they've gotten the most out of the hits and been efficient with scoring runs, moving runners around, stealing some bases. Great base running, instinctual base running, moving up on pass balls, not waiting till that ball gets past the pitcher, but breaking when they see that ball going in the dirt. I've seen several guys, especially some of the seniors, that do an excellent job of that. The defense has been outstanding. I can't think of a game recently where we had more than one error, but I can think of 8 or 9 just phenomenal defensive plays that were run savers.
Oh yeah. Speaking of phenomenal defensive plays, in the interest of just showing some variety to our watchers, I got a little clip here of one of the best defensive plays I also recall in memory, and it's not from this year.
Okay.
It's from 2 years ago. A guy named Mason Shimkus and A.J. Shawver-Smith, with 2 outs, gets a little far off second base. Let's see what that's great. The intention was there.
Was that the play from 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mason was quite a player. Still is a good player. Playing at Murray State Community College, and I saw recently on Facebook had a home run recently. So good going, Mason.
Yeah, he hit a bomb. I think we were looking up some of these guys last night to try and let's see if we can look at that one more time. Mason, that's the last one. It's like that was I think that was but that was a great crowd, and that's similar to the crowd that's started out.
Matchup always brings out a great crowd. Unfortunately, we played that series this year during spring break, so we missed a lot of the students who were out of town for spring break. But that college, we've seen some huge crowds for that game.
Oh yeah. The rain is actually starting back. It had died down, and I think now we got a few more drops, but those drops are huge. I mean, maybe whatever it is going to dump fast.
Well, you told me earlier we had a window from 4 to 7, but that window seems to have disappeared.
Well, I had to come up with something to get you out here, man. So, hey, while we're waiting, let me take this moment to recognize our sponsors for the live stream efforts this year. And I'm going to do that differently. I'm actually going to come in here and do it with these individual shots. This is a C.J. Knipper Memorial Golf Tournament. Honors the memory of C.J., who was friends with my older son, Andrew Bell, as well. And, Jeff, tell us a little bit about the tournament. I know you give us the spiel every week, but tell us about how many kids have benefited from that tournament. That's a very important item.
The last 3 years, we've awarded a total of 10 scholarships, each scholarship in the amount of $2,500. So a total of $25,000 have been awarded to Grapevine seniors who are active in DECA. CJ was passionate about DECA. He was all about entrepreneurship, and I've had the opportunity to meet some of these kids in DECA that are just very impressive. They compete in regional and state, and some of the kids have even made it to the national level in competition. And Trey, I said this last year at the senior awards night. I told these kids that were headed to college, stay in college and go get a graduate degree because you're so impressive. I don't want to compete with you in the business world anytime soon.
Gotcha.
So it really has been a blessing to get to recognize these kids in the name of the C.J. Knipper Scholarship, Memorial Scholarship. The golf tournament is our primary fundraiser. We've had 3 tournaments the last 3 years and raised anywhere from $12,000 to $15,000 each year through the golf tournament and the silent auction that we have. It's just a fun day for a great cause. We would love to have anyone that wants to be a part of it, whether you want to come out and play golf, if you want to volunteer, if you want to sponsor a hole, you're welcome to come out and sit on the hole. If you have a business you want to promote, you're welcome to sit on the hole and hand out business cards, hand out water, refreshments, whatever works for you. If you'd like to get signed up, we do have a Facebook page that will allow you to send me a message, and I can get you signed up, and we can handle all the payment online. Or feel free to call or text me at 214-213-9043. We've still got about another 6 months before the tournament, but I'd love to get as many people signed up as early as possible so we know what kind of crowd to anticipate, and we can plan accordingly. We have filled out the tournament the last 3 years. We've had 34 to 36 teams in the tournament. So, we put 2 teams on each hole. It's a scramble format. We do our best to finish the round in 5 hours, but I promise you it's not about the golf. It's about being out there, having a fun day on the golf course for a great cause and raising money and doing it in the memory of CJ. So, again, please come out and be a part of it any way you'd like.
So let's also talk about another one of our sponsors here, Jeff. McKinley and Hutchings have been long-time Mustang Baseball Live sponsors, like you actually. And Patrick McKinley and his partner do a great job over in Colleyville. CPAs, Certified Public Accountants, but they do more than just look at tax forms. They're really all about providing you business advice in a bunch of different areas. And I don't have all of those listed here, but if you have a question about your business, these are the guys to call. Give them a call at 817-310-0165. All right, so we saw a great pitching outing last week by Dr. K, but I was going back through some of my stuff, Jeff, and that night when Mason Shimkus picked Shawver Smith off second base, well, that wasn't the only great pitching performance that has swung through Grapevine. Let's take a look. Conlon McKinley started that game, and I want you to count how many strikeouts this dude put up.
Okay. That's 3 right there. Like Coach Webster went
not a bad night, is it?
Colin had a good fastball. He was a strong pitcher, also a more than adequate middle infielder.
He played shortstop, right? I think
believe,
or second.
Bounced back and forth between those.
Yeah, and I I think that on that particular night, he was pitching against Shawver Smith.
Okay.
And that guy's now in the Braves organization, right?
One of their top prospects.
He beat Shawver Smith.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a long legacy of great talent that's come through this this high school. Baseball.
Colleyville's had some high draft picks on the mound. Of course, everyone knows about Bobby Witt, first pick of the draft for the Royals as a shortstop. But they also had some pitchers that were drafted in the top 5-6 rounds. AJ, one of them. You mentioned some of the other kids the other night that their name escapes me right now, but Grapevine has managed to beat some of those kids at least once or twice when they were seniors. Maybe not the year that Bobby Witt and Rusty Greer's son Mason and several other kids were seniors. That team was dominant. Won the state that year, but the other years, I remember Grapevine was able to take at least 1 or 2 games in that series.
Yeah, and that was Mason Greer when they were seniors. That was an amazing team. But I remember seeing Noah. Gosh, I forgot Noah's last name. Struck out Bobby Witt Jr., man, more than one time that year. He just was a sneaky fastball high up. You know what I mean? Able to sneak it by. I probably got a clip somewhere for that, but I didn't download it to this this machine, so I'm kind of limited on what I have. I may have a game that we could go ahead and start, but just to give you a summary of where we are. This game was moved up from 7 o'clock start to a targeted 4 o'clock start, so that we could get this in for weather. And actually, there is no moisture, no precipitation coming down at this exact moment. They've had tarp on the pitcher's mound and around home plate, and they had just wrapped up the plate meeting, right? When they gave us the message to
we were
seek
close
shelter.
to getting started, but they told everybody to take shelter.
And the lightning detector had not gone off, the one over here anyway. They may have one on the other side of the street, at the high school.
We didn't hear anything here, but we did hear some thunder, so I guess better safe than sorry. We do have some fans that seem to be getting out of their cars with hopes that this game will get started again. I don't know what they know that we don't know, but Trey, there is some activity out here suggesting they're headed back to the bleachers.
Well, I'm sure they wouldn't be headed back unless somebody had sent a text message to them. Maybe.
Yeah, there's some activity in there around the press box too. So we are seeing encouraging signs that we might get this game going again. Or I should say we never got started, but we might finally get it started.
Yeah, the question for us is, do we the way we have it set up, we'll be all right. Kind of doing what we did, right?
We broadcast from the truck. That's probably the safe route.
Is that what you think we should do?
Well, I'm flexible. It's your call.
Yeah.
It's not.
As long as if I can get my camera guy to move to the right a little bit, so we can have all 4 bases on the view.
I don't have all this money invested in this nice equipment like you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we put the monitor up back there, we should be okay. I think that hopefully the table didn't get too doggone wet.
A Richland player or coach actually creeping out of the dugout. So, yeah, we're definitely seeing some fans trickle back into the stadium. I haven't seen any Grapevine fans, so maybe they went and found happy hour somewhere.
Hey, man, school broadcast. I don't know if I can talk about stuff like that. Let's see.
Usually we did happy hour before the games last year, but I think I see Brent Lee's dad. So
all right, I'm going to send us to a little bit of some break here. We'll be right back on the other side. All right, so we got an update for you guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jeff. With
The PA announcer just said they're going to try and get the players back out on the field around 5 o'clock and hope to get the game going by 5:15. The fans are already back in the stands. We might, I believe, even have a senior recognition before we get started. They may try and squeeze that in just to make sure it happens, given this is Richland's last game. And they talked about doing it after the varsity game, but it sounds like they might try and squeeze that in before we actually get this game started.
Okay, that makes some sense. Now, listen, let's for those of you that are just joining us, we're gonna go back through our playoff spiel. We practiced this, so I send Jeff pictures throughout the day, and I don't know if I handed it off to you at the appropriate spots. You let me know if you want me to hand it off to you sooner or not. But I guarantee you we got people that weren't here the first time we popped it up there. And I was told the other day meaning I guess in the morning yesterday, Coach Webster, that we are matched up for the first round against District 8 5A. Okay, and one thing that has happened since yesterday, and I guess this could have happened Tuesday night. I didn't go and check on Wednesday, but District 7 5A is locked. Okay, Grapevine's the top seed, Argyle's the second seed, and Birdville's the third seed. So they came on strong there at the end, right? They split with Colleyville at the end, and I think they probably won both their games this week. And then Denton Ryan is the fourth seed for District 7 5A. District 8 5A.
Okay, Burlington Centennial has locked up the 1 seed. Burlington has, I believe, locked up the
Burleson Centennial. Burlington Railroad. Yeah. There you go.
Burleson has
Somebody
locked
see
up.
if you can get us a sponsorship from Burlington. Is it Burlington Railroad?
I think
know.
there is.
Right.
That's some deep pockets. So, and then Midlothian currently sits in the 3 seed with an 8-7 record.
9-6.
9-6. Okay.
Yeah.
However, there are 2 other teams with the potential to get to 9-7. So if Midlothian loses tonight, that would also put them at 9-7 and potentially a 3-way tie for 3rd place.
I'm going to expand on it, Jeff. I'm going to have to cut you off.
Okay.
Because I got to go into this 4th seed math for you. Midlothian Heritage is 8-7. Okay. Joshua is 7-8. The 4th seed is looking like there's a high probability that it could either be Midlothian Heritage going from 8-7 to 9-7 by beating Joshua, or Mansfield Summit over Cleburne. If they win, they're 8-8. But if Joshua beats Midlothian Heritage, you got 3 teams that'll be 8-8 right there, and that's what the real I think trouble is. But then we got this curveball, which I think is what you were alluding to. If Midlothian Heritage wins, and they're currently 8-7, if they win, they'll be 9-7. And then Midlothian, who is in 3rd place as of today, all alone, if they lose to Burleson Centennial, by the way, a really experienced coach, Art Sonato, out there, if they lose to those guys, and those guys are 14-1. So, that's probably
So on paper, they should lose that game.
That's on paper, yeah. Then you got Midlothian Heritage and Midlothian that are going to play a seeding game tomorrow to determine 3 and 4.
Okay.
Okay, those 2 would be the only ones left. And so you either got 3 teams at 8-8, or you got 2 teams at 9-7 that still have to play a seeding game.
Okay.
To determine that. The 8-8 stuff, I don't know how they solve that.
Yeah, because there's got to be an odd man out, like you said, unless I don't know how they would put 5 teams in, Trey, because that wouldn't match up evenly with our district that only has 4 teams advancing, correct?
Yeah, I really don't know how they. I don't know how they handle that. I know in football, I read where there is a provision that some of these districts that have more than 8, they get another person in the playoffs. Now I don't know how they work that in. My camera guy is bouncing on us here. I don't
Unless
know how.
you give one a bye somehow.
Yeah, but right now you got 8 regions. 8 districts within Region 1. And that's 32 teams, right? So 32 down to 16, that's round 1. 16 down to 8's round 2. 8 down to 4 is round 3. And then at that point, you're like in the regional.
Well, the top 4 go to Austin, right?
Well, you'd be the final 4 in the region.
Okay.
The top 1 out of the region goes to Austin. So they
Okay.
have 4 regions in the state.
Okay.
Yeah, and then once you get to Austin, see all these other games, before you get to Austin, they can be, at least in the first round, I don't know about the other rounds, but they can be 1 game or 3 games, and that could be down to a coin toss. They do coin flips for all this stuff, or they used to. Maybe the highest seed gets to pick first. I don't know how all that works. But it used to be that every single thing was flippable. There was a time, I think I was telling you this the other day, back in 2018, in the first round, Fort Worth South Hills played Grapevine. And they were the home team, and guess where they played? At Grapevine. It's the only time that I recall ever in history. And that's not true because there have been doubleheaders where the Mustangs were visitors. But where a varsity Mustangs team was a visitor on the field.
Trey, I see on the field we are getting the players out of the dugout, so that's a good sign. We heard 5 o'clock that they were going to try and get them out, so it looks like they got them out a couple minutes early, and they're going to get them loose again because they have been sitting in the dugout for almost an hour, so it looks like we're going to at least have another 10, 15 minutes to get warmed up.
Yeah, let me. I got to get all my stuff set up here. It's not. Doesn't seem to be working right for me tonight on the scoreboard. Let's see.
Well, one thing we know for sure, Trey, is there's going to be at least one more baseball game at the Corral, and that's exciting. I hope there's more than.
Well, I think since Grapevine's a 1 seed, yeah, you're right. They would get 2 at home, but the visiting the lower seed gets the first one there, and then Grapevine would get the doubleheader, I guess, in that situation.
I think you indicated that was actually up to the coach how they want to play it. If you want to take that first game at home, then you risk having to play 2 on the road.
Well,
2 and 3.
I don't know
because they play a doubleheader, I believe you said.
Well, so here's
it would
the
be
challenge.
a Friday game and then a doubleheader on Saturday if needed.
Technically, you could do Thursday, Friday, and Monday. However, next week is star test for Grapevine.
Okay.
So you can't schedule any games on next Thursday. So they're locked into solving everything on Friday and Saturday. And so I'm sure Coach Webster would like to have the 2-game session at Grapevine on the second day. That would be the choice, I guess.
Yeah, as
I
a
don't know
higher
how that
seed,
works.
you would want to make sure if needed you got 2 games at home.
Yeah. So I don't know how all that works, man. I'm just a good observer, I guess. Of course, that's debatable as well. But
Also nice for the fans if you can close out that series at home.
yeah. Well, I really didn't think we'd be sitting here doing the game from the truck for the
At least for now, the rain seems to have moved on.
Let's see what we got here.
Do have a pretty good wind that I believe is blowing mostly towards left field. This is not the biggest ballpark, so we definitely could see some balls flying out of here. It's 305 down the left field line. Center field is only 360. That's not a big ballpark for the high school level.
Yeah, we got this is all.
Still haven't taken the tarp off the pitcher's mound or home plate. But you can see the infield already looks dry. This wind is going to dry it out quick if it is wet.
Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm about 0 there. 0 here. And let's see if we can make this the first inning. No, that wasn't a smart move. I almost. Okay, I think we're getting closer on getting the scoreboard configured for this game.
Yeah, it looks
Let's
like the
just check
bases
this.
are loaded right now, but I
Boom.
assure you the game has not started.
Bump, bump.
One thing we talked about, Trey, and we saw it somewhat on Tuesday night. Wes pitched 5 shutout innings. I think earlier in the season he probably would have been back out there for the 6th inning, but I believe Coach Webster wanted to see some other arms on the mound, and also no reason to push Wes's pitch count up in that spot. So it'll be interesting to see tonight how many pitches Dason throws, but I wouldn't expect Dason to go more than about 4 or 5 innings. Maybe see Luke again for an inning or 2, and maybe some of the other pitchers, Dalton Snyder, maybe an inning out of JoJo. But I think we'll see at least a couple pitchers tonight, assuming we get 7 innings in. And the weather allows for that. That's purely speculation. That's no inside information from Coach Webster on that, but that would be what you would expect in this situation where, again, the Mustangs have locked up the 1 seed in the district, but it sure would be nice to finish off a undefeated district season at 14-0, and I'm not sure if another Mustang team has done that, but either way, this 2023 Mustangs team can put their name in the record books as a undefeated district season with a win tonight.
All right, we're going to send you to break. We'll be right back. All right, Jeff, you're hot again.
Okay, we can't hear the announcements, but
Well, here we go, though.
Water, come check it out.
Tell you what, I'm gonna keep. They're still playing YouTube. I mean, they're still playing copyrighted music.
okay.
So, and I'm working on something over here. I got to resolve. So.
Yeah. Thought they were making some announcements that were going to let us know when the game was going to start, but still playing music. Trey, would it be all right if I took the mic and went to the back of the truck?
Mm-hmm.
Do that.
Here, let's pass it through here. Here we go. Be careful there. All right, I'm gonna play some music while we reorient it.
Yeah.
All right, you're hot, Jeff.
Okay, we're about ready to get started here. The Royals, it is senior night for the Royals. They are starting an all-senior lineup tonight. They have a left-handed pitcher on the mound. I don't have the Mustangs lineup, but I would expect to be the same as what we saw on Tuesday night. I am sure that we're going to have the top first three hitters will be consistent with what we've seen. We've got Jace leading off as usual. I mentioned earlier the wind is blowing pretty good to left field. This is not a big ballpark. It's 305 down the line, 347 in the left field gap. First pitch misses up. Only 360 in center field, so would not be surprised at all to see some balls get out of the yard tonight. That may fall for a hit out here in right. Yeah, Jace is going to dump one in right field for a leadoff single.
Now batting for the Mustangs, the catcher, number 12, Gianni Corral.
If you're just joining us, we were delayed about an hour due to some weather. We had some thunder and didn't actually see lightning. We heard thunder, a little bit of rain, but the thunder's what sent us for cover. Good job by Jace there. That should get to second. Yeah. Had a ball in the dirt there that Jace got a good jump on. Gianni was squaring around the bunt on that first pitch and would expect him to do the same right here. Okay, missed that one. Can probably hear the wind on the microphone.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a filter on you.
Okay, he's going to move up on another ball in the dirt. So we got a runner at third base with nobody out. Trey, I like the view out here a lot better, but if that wind is too much, I'll come back in the truck.
It's pretty significant, man. But stay there for right now.
Okay. Got a 3-1 count right here on Gianni. It looks like he's going to get a swing. Okay, he took that. He thought it was a ball, but got high strike called by the umpire. So that's going to make it a full count. Left fielder for Richland is playing deep, and it's a good idea with this wind, and it's already a small ballpark. That should score the run. Yep. Nice play by the shortstop, but we trade a run for an out there. Mustangs get on the scoreboard early.
Now batting for the Mustangs, first baseman, number 24, Sevi Aguirre.
It's going to bring Sevi to the plate with one out. Saw a lot of Mustang fans carrying blankets into the bleachers. I forgot mine, Trey.
Yeah, that wind's pretty bad, dude. Yeah. Nobody's on base right now. The Mustangs have a run across, right?
Yeah, the Mustangs are on the board.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to. Let me got this wrong.
Got a 2-1 count right here on Sevy. Fouled that one back. Well, Trey, I may want to come in the truck in a minute anyway. It's getting a little chilly.
What's the count?
2-2 count, 1 out. That foul ball. Sevy was out in front of that one. Struck him out on a tough pitch away right there. So that's 2 outs for the Royals. It's going to bring Ryan Williams to the plate. Be nice to see Ryan get one up in the jet stream here. Good spot to take a big swing with 2 outs. It's like he started him off with a curveball or something off speed right there.
Did he swing?
Yeah, swing and a miss. That ball was inside and down, so 1-1 count on Ryan. So far, the pitcher's kept the ball down on him. That one misses away, so 2-1 count. That's going to be a tough play. The shortstop gets on it and makes a strong throw to first to get Ryan. That ball was in the hole a little bit. Nice play by the shortstop. So Mustangs do scratch for a run here in the first inning. They take an early 1-0 lead going to the bottom of the first. Trey, just let me know between innings if we're going to take a commercial break or what you have in mind.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Most of our Mustangs didn't realize it was going to cool off. Most of them are not wearing any sleeves.
We have to kill that ambient. I'm going to go to audio. right, Jeff.
Go live again.
Should be live again.
Okay, we've got Dayson on the hill for the Mustangs tonight. We've talked about Dayson a little bit in the pregame. Dayson is now 5-0 in district starts. Had a very dominant start last Friday night against Argyle. Went 6 innings, only gave up 1 run, had 12 strikeouts. So,
Yeah, Jeff, we've created a Dr. K counter so that we can keep track of the strikeouts for Dr. K tonight.
Trey, that was a nice effort you put together. I'm sure we're going to get to.
What's the count?
It's a 1-1 count right now, but we're going to get to see some of that nice graphic work you did.
Yeah, let's see. We'll see.
Yeah, this is Leo Salas leading off for the Royals again. He's the center fielder.
What's the count on the board here? I don't have my integration working.
A 1-2 count. I'll try and keep you updated on the count.
All right. Paul, with nobody on base, you can tighten it up.
Okay, he struck him out right there. So here we
Okay,
go.
here we go. Let's see if we can get the graphic working for him.
Let's show that audience what you've been working hard on, Trey.
Oh, I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see.
Well, have a little confidence.
Well, it didn't work that time. So, oh well.
Okay, this is Colton Robinson in the 2-hole for the Royals.
Oh, it's there though. Oh, there it is. It's on the board now.
Nice.
All right.
That first pitch missed high, so it's a 1-0 count. That's a strike.
Hey, Paul, you can even tighten it up a bit more. If nobody's on base, go ahead and pitcher and the batter are the key. All right, Jeff.
Okay, that was a ball in the dirt. So 2-1 count.
Remind me to hook the integration up next time we go somewhere. Okay.
Okay, you're talking about the scoreboard integration? Okay.
I didn't go over there and do it, and I should have.
That looks like that's going to be a out. Well, he dropped it.
Oof.
Still got him on the.
Still got it. You know, that was a knuckleball from where I'm watching.
It was deceiving. Yeah, it came off looking like it might carry a little more, and the wind probably knocked it down also.
Well, so Dr. K, if he's going to hold to his 2 strikeouts per inning average, we'll see if he keeps it here.
Yeah, this is Manny Salas at the plate for the Royals. He had a couple hits the other night, and he is a strong hitter. I saw that last year.
Oh, what a pitch.
Yeah, that was a nice.
Oh, my gosh.
Nice curveball he started him off with there.
Yeah, he's in good form.
Yeah.
I hate this delay, though, the delay that he had, because who knows how that's affected him, Is that another strike?
No, that was a little up and in, but yeah, that's probably somewhat of a concern to keep an eye on. He did come back out again after the delay and threw some more pitches in the bullpen. Yeah, that pitch was down.
He may be pretty stiff, and you said the temperature's dropped out there.
Yeah, it's probably, low 60s right now. After that rain, it definitely cooled off. The wind picked up. But I also mentioned I don't expect to see more than 4 or 5 innings tonight out of Dayson. That's a strike.
Wow. Well, that was off speed too, wasn't it?
Yeah, through that 2-1 curveball.
I'll tell you what, when that works for him, he is tough to beat,
I like the thinking, because this guy can hit a fastball. Okay, just reached out and poked that one into center field. Nice job of hitting. He, again, looked like he tried to go at him with something off speed. And Manny Salas, just a good hitter. Like I said, he had 2 hits the other night. he torched the ball last year against us. So that's going to put a runner on first base with 2 outs, and Eddie Lugo, their cleanup hitter, he had some good swings the other night too. I know he had at least 1 base hit the other night, so got to be careful here. You know, I remember last year, I believe it was Eric Jacobson told me that Manny Salas plays on Ethan's summer league team, and Manny's a big kid. He doesn't look like he would run well, but Eric told me just the opposite. He's one of the fastest kids on the team. So,
well, he's the guy. You talking about the guy at first?
Yeah.
He's
the one that got picked.
picked.
He did. But
what's the count out there? 2-0.
It's a 2-0 count. Yeah, but again, his speed is deceiving. That's per Eric Jacobson. He's running right here. Ball's popped up. Michael seems to be under it. Okay, even the right field, that ball
Camera
seemed to
guy
carry.
lost it.
Yeah. Even the right field, though, that ball seemed to be carrying pretty good. I'm a little surprised. I knew it carried to left, but that ball, I think, even surprised Michael a little bit.
Paul, the right fielder, caught that ball.
Yeah, that's the end of the inning. Mustangs hold on to a 1-run lead, headed to the top of the second.
Jeff.
Okay, we got Sammy Kelly leading off the top of the second inning here. Mustangs sitting on a 1-0 lead.
I had to get the
the
Dr. K counter off the screen.
Well, you're so proud of it, you want to leave it up there?
No. I mean, I'm talking about it doesn't apply when we're batting.
Right. Yeah, a foul ball down the line there for Sammy, so 0-1 count. Well, that's a tough curveball right there for a strike. Looks like the grass is still a little bit wet, even though the wind has been blowing pretty good. The kid that came out to get the foul ball almost twisted an ankle when he went to get it. Yeah, that pitch missed away, so a 1-2 count here on Sammy. So far, the starting pitcher for the Royals has been giving the Mustangs a pretty heavy dose of curveballs. Might be worth going up there looking for one. That brings Keller Schamberger to the plate.
You mean the Schambergler? Come on, let's get it right now.
Well, the Schambergler is appropriate. He had 2 hits the other night, another RBI or 2. You know, we mentioned there were actually 3 seniors who had 2 hits the other night, Keller being one of those. A little bit late on that one, fouled it back. Michael Northup also had a 2-hit night on Tuesday night, and Sevy had a 2-hit night. So that was 6 of the 9 hits the Mustangs had on Tuesday night.
What's the count you got out there?
It's a 0-1 count. Okay.
Yeah, this guy's working a heavy dose of off speed.
He is, yeah.
And just got feedback. The folks on the chat so they can hear you fine. So
Good.
that's good.
Yeah, I much prefer the view out here.
Yeah. It looks like we might be okay, or at least in that window. I might in between innings.
We do have a little bit of action down in the Mustangs bullpen. That's Ryan Williams. Looks like he's getting loose, so that may stay in play for the first baseman. Yeah, that's going to be the second out right there. So the Mustangs, 2 quick outs here offensively. Yeah, we talked about Dason maybe not throwing that many innings tonight, but I expected he'd throw more than one.
Who is this batting? Is that Michael Northup?
That is Michael Northup, yeah.
Okay.
I thought we'd get more than 1 inning out of Dason, but it'll be interesting to see what happens here when.
You got the delay. Maybe that's factoring in.
Yeah, looks like that's going to be playable for the left fielder. No, it's going to drop. Okay. A little bit of you got it, I got it, nobody got it.
All right.
So Michael Northup dumps one into short left for a hit. Shortstop was going back, but I think he was hoping the left fielder was going to make the play, but the left fielder couldn't get there, which is actually not surprising because they are playing deep in left field with this win. That brings Keaton to the plate with 2 outs. Keaton hit a ball off the wall the other night in Grapevine that would definitely get out of here tonight. I believe that was last Friday night. He had that double that put a dent in the wall. Got an 0-1 count here on Keaton.
How many outs we have?
2 outs.
2 outs. On my board, I didn't have it.
Yeah, 2 quick
set up
outs.
right.
Okay, the pitcher's more worried about Michael right now at first base. Does seem to have a decent move. He is a left-hander, so.
Have they ever invented a left-hander that doesn't have a decent move?
Oh, okay. We're going to move up on a pass ball right there.
Okay.
Yeah. The left.
What you got 1-0?
And that's going to be a 1-1 count. Yeah, the left-hander on the mound definitely changes the running game. If you sometimes you're just going to gamble and go on movement, but if you try and read him, that definitely is going to slow down that break to second. Okay, Keaton was bunting there, but he missed that one. Or actually foul-tipped it. So that's going to make the count 1-2. Runner at second base with 2 outs. Ground ball down the line. I think we're going to score. Yeah, that should be a second. Well, let's see. Left fielder comes up throwing, but Michael's going to get in there for the second run. Okay, nice job right there, Keaton. Hit that ball down the line, and third baseman couldn't get to it. Michael didn't get a great jump from second base. I'm sure he was worried about running into an out. So that was actually a tough base running right there. We had that happen a few games ago where we ran into an out at third base. So he couldn't get the normal jump he got, but it's the only reason that play was fairly close at the plate.
So who do we have batting here?
We've got Brent Lee at the plate. Keaton was able to advance to second, so we still have that runner in scoring position. That ball missed down for a ball. First pitch. Okay, another pass ball. We should advance to third. Yeah. Not sure if this is a new catcher tonight, but they have had.
Look for a pitch, but this guy's throwing curveballs quite aggressively. This might be a time to look for one, right?
Yeah, it's a 2-0 count. Typically, you would think he'd get a fastball, but he
Yeah,
has.
but I think if curve is the pitch that he feels the best about.
True.
Yeah, I don't know. No, he threw fastball on the outer half, didn't he?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, looked like a good pitch. I don't know if Brent was taken, but it was right at.
So I've got 2-1 for my count.
That's correct. Okay, he's bunting right here.
Oh, what a good bunt! He's going to beat that out. It'll be a base hit.
He's going to beat it out. Nice
Oh
job,
my
Brent.
gosh.
So the Mustangs pick up
Awesome.
another run. That makes it a 3-0 ball game. Nice bunt right there by Brent, and I was a little surprised we didn't try that the other night because their third baseman was playing deep, even when it was in a bunting situation. So the Mustangs roll back to the top of the lineup here with Jace. Got 2 outs. That pitch missed down. He did start him off with a curveball there.
Chase got a hit first time up, right?
He did. He dumped one in right field for a leadoff single. When I'm with a fastball right there, it looked like that pitch missed a little bit inside. Okay, another good hitter's count right here, 2-0.
No, he's definitely sitting fastball, though, right here after what he threw Brent on 2-0. I think the fence is in danger. Ooh.
Okay, he called a high
Outside,
strike.
yeah.
Yeah, that didn't look like a.
I'm glad he didn't swing that, Jeff. That would have gotten my window right here on the on the passenger side tonight.
Okay, another strike.
Wow.
Looked like he
Both
went at
calls were at the extreme on the strike zone, weren't they? One up, one down.
Yeah, that was a tougher
Now this
pitch.
is typically a breaking pitch count, right? So
he's running.
oof,
That ball's in
right
play.
up the middle.
Nice
Come on.
play by the second baseman. He throws it in the dirt, but a nice pick by the first baseman. So that's the third out, but the Mustangs do get another 2 runs to make it a 3-0 ball game headed to the bottom of the second inning. Okay, are we still live, Trey?
All right, you're on.
Okay, we got a pitching change for the Mustangs. We've got Ron Williams on the mound. We've got some defensive realignment. Michael Northup moves from right field to left field to cover the spot that Ryan vacated. And we've got Ethan Jacobson now in the game in right field. We did see Ryan pitch some earlier in the year.
Nice pitch.
Yeah, good fastball right there. Get that first strike.
Yeah.
Ryan's got a good arm. He pitched some last year, and
I tell you what, we're gonna leave the strikeout meter up, even though it was supposed to be for Dr. K. We're gonna actually leave it up, and because maybe we'll get to add to it tonight. I mean, Ryan's ahead 0-2, right?
yeah, 2 quick strikes down at the knees. Missed with a high fastball right there. Yeah, Trey, I'm going to go out on a short limb and say we're going to get some more strikeouts tonight. Curveball missed down right there, so that makes it a 2-2 count.
Yeah. That article I sent you was interesting, huh? About what those major league pitchers think are is the most important pitch in the sequence. Third pitch.
Oh, wow, where did that miss? Yeah.
Oh, I don't hear you say that much.
I had never heard that that third pitch theory, but I could see some logic behind that.
Yeah.
Hey, you got the call there. That was actually the same pitch he got strike calls on first 2. So there you go, Trey. There's another K graphic.
Right. I guess I'll have to throw another strikeout up for the. I have mixed feelings about doing that. Maybe we should take that graphic down.
Okay.
I'm not. Yeah. Well, anyway.
Ryan gets ahead of this hitter also. First pitch strike that he fouled off.
Yeah. I just don't want to. I don't want to like. I had a reason to do it when Dr. K was in there, but I just don't want to. I don't want to be perceived as doing something that's, well, never mind, whatever.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to.
Okay, that's a ball in the air that Sammy's going to play. So 2 outs here.
Tough enough to be out here anyway. Yep. So.
Yeah, yeah. Senior night for Richland.
Right.
A lot, again, they're starting an all-senior lineup, so a lot of these kids, this is their last baseball game.
Right. You're right. I'm gonna take it down. So
go out with a nice memory, win or lose. Boy, Ryan's really come out firing.
He's hammering the zone, isn't he?
He has.
Unbelievable.
He pitched some early in the season last year and was effective. So far, his fastball's been his best pitch. It's tough when you don't pitch much to really locate that curveball. Got him swing and miss right there.
What pitch did he throw?
It looked like a straight changeup, actually.
Yeah, it looked off speed. I don't know if it was the curve, but it definitely was off speed.
Yeah, the hitter was way out in front after showing him a fastball. There's a strikeout.
Wow.
So, you got a nickname for Ryan? I mean,
Rhino. His name, Rhino. Rhino comes through and bulldozes through 3 guys.
Yep.
How about that?
2 strikeouts.
Wow. Ryan Williams. Big time. We'll be back with you on the other side of the break.
Pitcher gets ahead of Sevi right there with a high strike. That ball missed down, so a 1-1 count on Sevi.
Yeah, it's still there. I don't know where that green bar's coming from.
Wind does seem to be calming down a little bit. Hopefully the weather's past us.
Just make sure it's seated well. Okay? Make sure the cable's seated well.
Sevi had a good cut right there. Fouled that fastball straight back. Good job right there adjusting to that off-speed pitch, fighting it off.
All right, listen. What's the count?
It's a 1-2 count, 1 out. That ball's well hit. Another play by the shortstop who makes a strong throw to get Sevi. Shortstop's made a couple nice plays already tonight. That'd be the Royals shortstop. That brings Ryan to the plate with 2 outs. Ryan sure did a nice job out there on the mound in that last inning. It'll be interesting to see if he gets another inning or two. But, you know, like we said, Trey, in the break, you can't ask for anything more for a guy that hadn't pitched a whole lot, just come in firing strikes like that. That ball's well hit. That center fielder's got a nice break on it. So that's going to be a hard out right there. But he just needed to elevate that a little bit more, and that might clear the yard. So the Mustangs go down scoreless, but still a 3-0 lead headed to the bottom of the third. Okay, you got that high strike call to even the count at 2-2. I may have spoke too soon about that wind. It seems to be picking up again. That looked good from here. He didn't get the call though, so it's a full count. I think the Mustang fans wanted that strike call. Wow.
Wow, where were those pitches, man?
Must be outside, but they look good from here, and I think our fans were thinking the same thing. They're a little bit closer to home plate than me. Okay, nobody out. Leadoff walk there for the Royals. Good pitch. Ryan gets ahead right there with a nice curveball.
So this senior class, I think they won the district last year, and maybe the year before they were in the playoffs. But,
yeah, I remember them.
Lot of this senior class for Richland has had a lot of history on playoffs.
I remember them faring much better last season. Yeah, Ryan has just struck out that hitter right there. Didn't waste any pitches right there. 2 quick strikes and get some swinging at a ball outside.
Yeah, even as I talk about gaps and when I was broadcasting, but several years ago, and I remember them coming over and beating an undefeated Grapevine at Grapevine. These guys have traditionally had pretty powerful legacy.
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
This brings the top of the lineup back for the Royals. This is Leo Salas in the leadoff spot.
Now I've seen some JV guys show up for Richland.
Okay,
So
I haven't seen any of the Grapevine kids. Oh, nice block right there by Gianni.
Got the camera is waving left and right. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty good, Paul, right there.
And the wind's still blowing pretty good.
Yeah. That's a good throw over to first base by Rhino.
Yeah. Nice quick move there. The runner didn't actually have a big lead, but he's been bouncing around like he's might have ideas of going to second.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn down the ambient from the camera, folks.
Nice pitch.
It's just too. We don't have a windscreen on it, and
another nice curveball right there by Ryan for that second strike. That's that fastball missed away. Okay, the hitter just did foul that one off to stay alive.
What's our count on the board out there?
It's a 2-2 count, one out.
That's what I have. I've got 2-2, amazingly. I don't know
Okay.
exactly how I was able to keep track of it, but let's just say I got lucky.
You got a lot going on. We are fighting the elements tonight with this broadcast. So
yeah, the wind is playing havoc with the audio.
That's going to make it a full count. That fastball missed up. I mentioned earlier this hitter had at least one hit the other night. He seems to swing the bat pretty well. So
we're getting more moisture, aren't we? The truck sounds like there's some rain coming down.
Oh, he got him swinging.
Wow.
Good job, Ryan. It's the second out right there on a strikeout. Actually, 2 strikeouts this inning for Ryan. He had 2 in the last inning. So he's making up for the strikeouts that the doctor didn't get tonight. I am feeling a few drops, but so far, so good. Nice block again by Gianni. Got a 1-0 count here. Runner at first base. Still 2 outs. Yeah, Trey, there is a little bit of rain. If you feel like I need to come in,
No, it's okay. Just, keep that mic close to your body. Be fine.
That's a ball to Jace that he fields cleanly. Nice pickup by
Oh,
Sevy to get
safe?
the out.
Was he out? Got him.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice pickup by Sevy. Good job at first base with that pickup. So Mustangs shut them down again in the third inning. Still sitting on a 3-0 lead, headed to the top of the fourth inning.
Hey, folks, once again, a reminder, we have our senior table over here by the concession stand. Come check it out.
Yeah, Sammy grounded to the first baseman for the first out.
Now back into the Mustangs. Lead designated hitter number 16, Keller Schamberger.
Schamberger up to bat now.
Well, I'd love to see him elevate one to left field. He's already hit 2 home runs this season, and be a great time for a third. A little bit out in front of that one. I don't know, 1 count right here on Keller, 1 out. See some umbrellas in the stands because it has started to rain a little bit.
What do you got? 1-2?
0-2.
Oh, no, 0-2. He got a called strike there, huh?
He did. Oh, wow, he rung him up. That pitch looked high, but
Don't see that much from the Schamberger.
No, I didn't like the pitch either, but it is senior night for the Royals. So 2 outs. That brings Michael Northup to the plate.
He got a hit last time. Got a hit last time, right?
He did. Got to hit the left field.
I don't know if my mic's working. I'm in here working feverishly to keep you keep everything updated.
Yeah.
Like
that was a strike right there. 0-1 count.
Oh, I thought it was a ball.
That ball is popped up. Looks like it's going to be playable. Oh, tough play. Yeah, that falls. No, I think it's a foul ball. But, yeah, the third baseman couldn't make that play. It was a tough play. Wind was definitely moving that ball down the line.
See, it blew it back quite a bit, didn't it? Really close.
Yeah, it was, I guess, close enough that Michael thought it was a fair ball. He he was at second base hoping he had a double, but it was definitely outside the lines.
Hey, Paul, our scoreboard's in the upper third.
That's well hit.
Oh, there's a rip.
Another hit by Michael. Another two-hit night.
Wow, two hits for Northup.
Back-to-back two-hit games for Michael Northup. Nice job.
That's a really good job.
Using the whole field too.
And
I think
good swing too. You know.
At least 3 of the 4 hits have been to left field.
Well, I mean, I remember him how he had a clutch hit up at Lake Dallas, to tie the game, or put the Mustangs ahead. It was either one.
Yeah, no, he's had some big hits. Definitely
Very clutch. He's been excellent on the at the dish last few games, getting hot at the right time.
He's getting a pretty good lead. We'll see if he's running. Nope. Keaton takes that pitch down, so he's in a 2-0 count.
Yeah.
Keaton had a RBI single, or actually an RBI double his last at bat.
It's rain's coming down a little more. I'm gonna close this up a bit. What's the count you got?
3-0 count now on Keaton. Yeah, the wind's picking up. The rain seems to be coming down a little more intense. Be nice to get 4.5 innings in the books.
Oh, you doing okay out there? You got an umbrella? Okay.
So the pitcher got the call there. It makes a 3-1 count. Keaton hits that ball up the middle.
Is that up the middle? That's the base hit. Northup's probably going to go to
He's
third
gonna
here.
Challenge him.
Yep.
Wow, that was a nice throw.
Boy, I'll tell you what. I don't know if you guys watched any of my Richland highlights last week, but the guy that was in center field in that game is now a senior, and he showed a gun as a 10th grader from there. So I guess that's what we saw. So Keaton gets a single, but we're rolling to the bottom half of the inning. Mustangs 3, Richland 0. Okay, Jeff is putting away one of our monitors in the back, covering it up because we just got more rain. It's automatic, Jeff. You just lift it 6 inches, it'll go. No, the steps don't. Hang on, folks. All right, you're hot.
Okay, we had a position change in the Tradio truck. I have moved back inside the truck. The rain has picked up. It's getting a little nasty out here. Be interesting to see how much they keep playing if it stays like this.
Yeah, I got to figure out. You got to figure out what the count is. Can you see the board over there over your shoulder? Probably not, huh?
I can't.
All right, we'll just play it by our best guess.
We do have Ron Williams back out on the mound for his third inning of work.
Struggling tonight, huh? Wow. Talk about us, the crew.
Oh, well.
I'm talking about Grapevine.
No, the team's doing fine, but we're dealing with some elements tonight.
Hazard. We need to get hazard pay.
Well, Trey, if we could
for
ever
this, everybody, huh?
ever get a location in the press box, we'd be warm and cozy.
Yeah, I tried that. They said you got to set up your own table in your own area.
Yeah.
And I said, well, okay, we'll stay in the truck.
I'm talking about with a roof up there.
No, they won't let. We tried that.
Oh, okay.
We contacted the AD, and he said, "There's no room for you in the press box. You got to bring your own table and set up on your side of the field." But the coach was willing to let the Tradio truck come into the facility to do the broadcast, which I greatly appreciate, Coach Rogers.
Yeah. No, it's nice to be here for sure.
And Richland, I mean, they're playing good defense, good pitching.
They have.
Okay, so I can probably catch up now. Let's see if I put this guy here. And then this and this. How about it?
Was that the leadoff batter?
That was.
Okay.
At least from what I can tell. So Dason Hill started the game for us, and he was the pitcher in the first inning. And Mustangs have looked like he labored a little bit, right?
That ball's in play. It looks like to Jace. He's going to throw to second. Did we pick up two? No, then safe at first, but we got the out at second. Yeah, no, you made a good point, Trey. The fact that we had that hour delay, Dason had to get warmed up twice, so he threw definitely more pitches in the bullpen than he normally would. And the fact that, again, at least it would be nice to rest his arm a little bit for the playoffs next week. So we didn't expect Dason to go as many pitches or innings as he normally would.
Yeah, just a few, really. But he got to a point where he started and stopped because of this delay. And like you said, and I think probably told Coach,
It's also a good opportunity to see some of these other kids on the mound, though, because in a 3-game series, we may need more than the 3 pitchers that have done, 99% of the pitching in the district. Those 3 being, of course, Wes Cunningham, the Joker, JoJo, and Dason, Dr. K. Okay, he's going to try and advance. Wow, see,
slick.
That grass is wet. It's going to be very hard to make a quick stop right there, like Gianni tried to do. I saw a kid slip down trying to come get a foul ball earlier. It's going to be tough to get a handle on ground balls, also on balls that get in that wet grass. So it's going to make playing defense right now a little bit more challenging. See some fans retreating to the cars. If you ride this one out in the stands, you're probably a parent. You can see the Mustangs bleachers have a good bit of umbrellas up there.
I think this is 1-2 pitch, Jeff. Did he just strike him out? That must have been the third out.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll take it. The Mustangs shut them out in another inning, so taking a 3-0 lead to the top of the fifth, I believe. Yeah, that'd be the top of the fifth. I believe that's going to be Ryan Williams at the plate.
Ethan, I think.
Okay.
Isn't that Jace on deck? Or is that Ethan on deck? Oh, that's Brent Lee.
My bad.
That's Brent Lee. Yeah.
Not used to the view that we currently have. Brent did have a bunt for a base hit earlier to score a run.
Fantastic bunt.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yep. Nice 2-out bunt that scored a run.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, the Royals have stuck with their starting pitcher.
And he's done well.
Yeah.
He had some first inning issues, but he's battled right along, you know. I keep thinking I was talking to this, you know.
Yeah, I think the Mustangs have 3 or 4 hits, but yeah, we haven't lit him up by any means.
No, not at all.
I think Brent fouled that one off. Yeah, you mentioned, Trey, there's a lot of room in foul territory here.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the count is. I got confused, and I know he's got 2 strikes. That's what we're sure of.
Yeah, I'm sure there's 2 strikes. Looks like
back to the pitcher. Good hustle. You know what? I've never seen him not run it out at first base. Boy, he digs all the way down. I appreciate that about him.
Well, that's one of the things you can control is your hustle.
Exactly.
And honestly, there was a play earlier hit to Brent, a ball that was looked like an out, but it was a tough that knuckleball.
Yeah.
And I really felt like if the hitter had been busting it all the way down the line, he beats that out. But he was jogging.
Loafing. Yeah.
So you never know.
Or he wasn't running as fast as he could have. It
wasn't
like.
100%.
Yeah.
That ball's down the right field line also.
Is that Jace over there? I'm telling you, that's going to hit us.
I think the right fielder may have made that play.
I'm getting the green bar again. Did you do anything different?
So that's the second out right there.
Could water have gotten
for the Royals?
Connection?
That's well hit. But, well, maybe not. Looks like a ball that stayed on the infield. I knew it was in the air. So 3 quick outs right there for the Mustangs. They're going to take that 3-0 lead to the bottom of the 5th.
Not right now. Oh, yeah, that's what you did last time. What was the first?
Okay, we have a pitching change for the Mustangs. We got Luke Bajaj in on the mound right here. Luke pitched last Friday night, pitched an inning on Friday night, and has had a couple of outings in district action. Luke,
What was that one? Another strike?
looked like a strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and one of the things, one of the things I like about Luke is he's always around the strike zone, and he's making the batter make a decision on every pitch.
I really like Luke's mechanics, which I think just helps his control. He's efficient, uses his lower body good to drive to the plate. That looked like a strike
Look at
right
that!
there. He
Wow.
got the strikeout looking.
You know, I would put it up there, but I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
We got to come up with a name for Vader. Let's call him Vader.
You didn't like my cool hand Luke?
Oh, Cool Hand Luke. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's the nickname for Luke as we go into the.
Well, I know he had that outing in Denton. That was quite a back and forth game. So I felt like he earned that nickname that night by holding on to that lead that came late in that game.
Cool Hand Luke. We'll stick with that one. I like that.
You got to be 40,
You
50
got-
something
you
to
got-
know what that means, right?
You can't be 20.
Yeah.
None of these guys are going to understand.
The Mustang players are not going to get that one.
Yeah. Hey, leave us a chat if you actually get that one. So we got to know what our demographic is. It's listening.
I believe he's got a quick 2 strikes here on this
Yeah, he did.
batter.
He's got 2 strikes. Yeah.
I believe that's 2 strikes. Yeah, this rain is not letting up. Actually, it looks like our JV team has arrived, Trey. So we are anticipating a JV game. Boy, the Mustangs are traveling in style.
Yeah.
I mean, when
Jake
I was playing
Finnegan,
ball,
man,
we were on the yellow dog.
yeah, we were on the cheese wagon when I was in school. You know that. Let me. I think I can turn the ambient back on. People are probably wondering why they're not hearing anything from the game. But right now, it's probably just a lot of raindrops. I almost took the dugout off.
So we're on our 3rd pitcher tonight, and the backup pitching has been very effective.
Yeah, maybe the rain has stopped, Jeff. Maybe these JV guys will get to play after all. I hope so.
Yeah, that'd be nice to get it. Let them get some action tonight.
Yep.
I thought you were trying to kick me out of the truck. I'm kind of cozy in here.
We're good. It's still the same batter, right?
It is. He's
done a good job fouling pitches off.
Yeah.
Oof,
Oh,
that's a cool hand, Luke, man.
Swung through that one, so 2nd strikeout for Luke.
Now batting for the Royals, the designated hitter number 22, Jake Burrow.
Remind me to always do the scoreboard integration if it's available. Wow.
Well, I know you've been fighting that score graphic, but I guess it's worth having the strikes
Is that a ball?
tracked. That looks like a
shot
ground.
right there. Oh, went right through the wicket, didn't it?
Yep. That is unusual. We haven't made many errors this year, so that was a rare sight that you just saw right there. So the Royals put a runner on base with 2
Now
outs.
batting for the Royals, number 21, Leo Salas.
Jeff, you surprised about the score?
I'm a little surprised there hasn't been more hitting, just because I believe the conditions tonight are favorable for hitting.
There's a pass ball that's gonna.
I felt like we might see a home run or two, just because it's a small field and the wind is definitely carrying to left field, but no one's really been able to elevate anything. Ryan hit a ball well, but it was more of a line shot that the center fielder ran down in the left field gap, but I mean, it was right at the wall.
Yeah, I think, we're probably too wide now, aren't we?
I'm not surprised that the Royals haven't scored, because our pitching's been so good all year, Trey, that,
right.
I mean, you hate to take it for granted, but, you know,
Go ahead and tighten up. We know the guy that's sitting there. Don't ignore it. If he breaks, we gotta cover it.
I feel like the pitching ERA in the district for the Mustangs has got to be somewhere around a 2. I know there was one game where there was 8 runs scored. I don't know how many of those were earned, but I'm not at all surprised that our pitching has shut out the Royals so far.
Absolutely phenomenal, really, the pitching all year long, including everybody that's taken the hill today.
I believe that pitch missed down. I'm not sure exactly what the count is, but
amp up your volume. Yeah. 3-1 is what I think it is.
Okay.
You know, it's possible that there's 2 strikes, but I don't think so.
That's a ball in play, I believe.
Safe. All right. Wow. Richland one swing away from tying this game up, aren't they? Or did they get him at first?
No, they're calling him safe, so they got first and third with 2 outs. I didn't see, was that ball fielded clean or just hit deep? And
It was a big hop to the shortstop,
okay.
from what I could tell. And we'd probably, if we had our pick, we'd probably rather have 2 cameras here tonight. You know, if the weather wasn't acting like this, because then we'd have one focused exclusively on the center field shot where you have the pitcher, catcher, umpire, batter, and then we'd have one maybe in the back of the truck, zoomed in, following the runners, you know, and the accent camera.
Yeah. So Coach
Maybe
Webster.
we'll have to talk to Jay to see if they have any games in the playoffs that they want us to do 2 camera setup. But yeah, I think we'll be doing some playoff games, assuming the UIL regulations allow it.
That'd be great, Trey. I've enjoyed this district season, and I would love to provide this broadcast to the Mustang fans who can't be at those playoff games, because I know we've got a lot of people watching these broadcasts remotely. So what I started to say is, you know, Luke is actually not giving up a hard hit ball yet, but the Royals find themselves with runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Now, remember, Luke was pitching on Tuesday night when he did that third to first move and got the last out of the game.
That's right. That was the 3rd out. And again, in that spot, the
delivering is
he just
there
tried
it. Yeah. Oh, but by the way, that was called from the dugout. I asked Coach Webster if they called it from the dugout, and he explained to me why. It made a lot of sense, and it was a good call by the dugout in that situation.
Well, you mentioned the runner was running on the pitch prior, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I told you I didn't understand why, because his run doesn't mean anything.
Right. They were down 3. His run would only have made it 4. It certainly wasn't a good out right there for the Royals.
Well, Cool Hand Luke has him where he wants him right here on 1-2. Anything's on the table, and he could throw that change up away if he wants. Got him.
He got the call. There we go.
That's what he threw him.
So he strikes out the side.
Wow.
Mustangs hang on to that 3-run lead headed to the top of the 6th inning.
Live now. You're on.
Okay, we're back outside again. The rain has died down, at least for the moment. Sevi hits the ball hard to the third baseman, but he throws him out at first base. Throw was a little bit wide, and they still got the out at first base on Sevi. Brings Ryan to the plate with one out.
What was the first pitch?
That was a ball. And that evens the count at 1-1 right there.
Same starting pitcher for the Royals, right? Oh, he got the barrel around on it.
Yeah, he was out in front with that one
Yeah.
a mile. Yeah, no, the Royals pitcher has done a good job, giving up a few hits, but
Wow, if I mean, on senior night doing this kind of a job, I'm impressed.
Yep.
1 ball, 2 strike on the Mustangs left fielder. Wow,
rung
he
him
got
up.
him. Yep.
Yeah. Tough curveball, looked like on the corner that.
Wow, this dude's got it going on tonight.
Yeah, two quick outs again.
Take away that first inning. We scored 2 and 1 in the first and 2 in the second, I guess.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And actually, a couple of those runs were put into scoring position on balls that got. Ooh, wow! The umpire took one off the hand there. That hurt.
Oh my gosh, went straight to it. That's like the catcher didn't even try for it. Ball.
I don't know what happened, but
Wow,
boy,
man, I could tell he was in trouble on it because he. That's 1 ball, right, Jeff?
yeah, that was definitely a ball. The pitch was up and in on Sammy, and for whatever reason, the catcher wasn't able to get a glove on it.
Yeah, so if anybody knows how to reach me, and you know whether get us an update on.
That's well hit.
Wow,
That is well hit.
He
That
drilled that.
should be off the wall. Should be a double for Sammy.
Is it off the wall?
It is.
Or
One
out of
hop
the
the
park?
wall. No, one hop. What? No, I'll let you know if it's over the fence. That one hop the wall, and it was just a line drive that the center fielder had.
You gotta have your magnificent call ready. You know, I don't know. I'm not gonna make any more calls on the home runs. I'm gonna let you. Well, that's not true. You know,
I'd love
I
to
get amped up.
I'd love to get to make the call right here on Keller.
Keller, man, he's got some history of stepping in and drilling the ball over the wall.
As far as I know, he's leading the team in home runs, right?
Well, I don't know anybody else that has 2, and I know of only one other that's. Well, I know Ryan hit 1.
Right.
Has anybody else hit 1?
Not that I know
Well,
of, but again,
I think Ethan hit 1. Didn't Ethan hit 1 out there in Midland tournament or something?
I think I heard that, but yeah, all I've seen is district action. We don't have access to the statistics, so I'm pretty confident. Worst case, Keller's at least tied for the lead in home runs.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's due to put a charge in 1.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a pass ball, so we got a runner to third with 2 outs. But yeah, Keller's been a little bit off. His timing's been a bit off tonight. The pitcher's done a good job keeping him off balance.
Yeah. They've definitely kept him off balance with the breaking pitches. Last time up, he didn't. I think he got a high outside strike. Pitcher's pitch, really.
Oh yeah.
He didn't really like it. I don't think you did either.
I didn't like it.
But the pitcher did. So.
That ball's
Okay,
in
there we
play.
go.
Oh, that's going to score a
That's
run.
going to be. Yep.
There we
It'd
go.
be interesting to see how they score that. I don't know. It's right on the line.
I'm going to score to run. I'm not
How about that? Yeah.
So that makes it a 4-0 lead for the Mustangs. That brings Michael Northup to the plate. Michael has 2 hits
He's got
tonight.
2. Yeah, and 2 balls that were hit hard. You know.
Looking for a 3-hit night. Been a while since we saw a 3-hit night. And we've got Aiden Armato coming in to run for Keller.
AAA. Got an Aiden Armato alert. If you need to get something running, call AAA. He'll do it for you. What do you think? I worked hard on that one.
Trying to get some sponsorship out of them?
No. I mean,
I mean,
we actually, whatever. But yeah, but AAA, what do you think? The
I
Aiden
like it.
Armato alert.
I like it. I was trying to figure out the third A.
It's the alert, man.
Okay.
You got it. Aiden Armato alert, AAA.
Nice.
Oh, that's a rip.
Oh, nice
Oh.
play by the second baseman. So
He short hopped it or caught it in the air?
He short hopped it. Michael hit
Yeah.
the ball hard, but
Wow.
second baseman made a nice pickup there to get that third out. But the
Yeah.
Mustangs scratched for another run. We got a 4-0 lead headed to the bottom of the 6th inning.
You're on.
Okay, we got Luke Bajaj out for a second inning of work. Luke struck out the side in that last inning, and he's going to face the number 3 hitter for the Royals right here, Manny Salas. Talked about Manny's 2-hit night on Tuesday night. Manny's got a hit tonight.
Your wind is killing your voice. You either got to talk louder or we got to do something. Wow, massive cut.
Yeah, foul ball out of play right there. Is that better?
Yes, much.
Okay.
Yeah, the wind's just picking up. We got to be cognizant of that.
Yeah. Still blowing pretty strong out to left. It's definitely going to carry ball to center also.
I got 2-1, Jeff. Does that sound about right?
That would be the count on the scoreboard. Wow, I just saw some lightning.
I did too, man.
Yeah, a long ways off, but not a pretty sight.
Oh, he hit it toward the lightning.
Yeah.
He hit it toward the light. Okay.
I'd be curious to know if Manny's going to play some college ball somewhere. He's
He's
an
got a
impressive
pretty
hitter.
he's got a pretty amazing cut there, doesn't he? Is he the number 3 hitter?
He is their number 3 hitter, and he's the third baseman. I have
He's
a
the guy that
feeling
you said was so much faster than
that is one down the left field line. I think it's going to get foul though. Yeah, off the wall and left. Yeah, that's coming from Eric Jacobson, whose son plays with Manny during the summer. Yeah, I have a feeling if Manny does go play some college ball, they're going to move him over to first base. I think he's better suited for that position. But yeah, he apparently moves a lot better than you would expect at his size.
You mean you weren't that fast, Jeff?
Well, I probably wasn't, but I'd have to see him actually run a 60 to concede that.
to get the true comparison for you.
Yeah, Luke got him looking right there on a curveball. Nice pitch.
Tell you
Luke.
what, I guess I should pop the K tracker back up.
Yeah, that's
But the Dr. K tracker, I had to change out the entire scoreboard here. I don't know why the other one didn't want to play nice with me. So
yeah, all 4 outs that Luke's gotten so far have come by strikeout.
that's interesting.
Yeah, this is the
Cool.
First baseman Eddie Lugo hitting right here. He's the cleanup hitter for the Royals. That's a good pitch. Evens the count at 1-1. Got him chasing the ball in the dirt right there, so way ahead 1-2. Hit that one hard, but right at Jace. Nice play by Jace to get that second out. First out that that Luke has gotten that wasn't a strikeout.
Number 16, Jared Lopez.
You know, Trey, I don't know that I've noticed this before, but Luke seems to work out of the stretch all the time.
He does.
Okay.
He does.
He doesn't use a
He
windup.
doesn't. He just sticks with one position to worry about. I can see some advantages to that, you know?
Well, certainly if they bring him in relief and there's runners on base, he's already used to throwing out of the stretch.
Well, I mean, just speaking in terms of mechanics, you said he was very efficient with his bottom half.
Oh,
Maybe that's because maybe that's because he's chosen to only have to start from one spot, right? Every time. I mean, maybe there's some logic there. I don't know. It seems to me that if you only have to learn one, oh, that's a rip.
Yeah, that's gonna. Well, Keaton got to it, but couldn't get a handle on it. That's going to be a base hit. But yeah, no, I see what you're saying, Trey. I mean, you have the same motion every time, and it would seem to make it more repeatable.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
But yeah, no, I love his mechanics. To me, it doesn't look like he's working that hard to generate velocity, and that's again, I think.
Well, you can look at his lower half. He's got a lot of power in those legs. You know?
Yeah.
And he really gets a good drive
Yeah.
toward the plate. And he does a good job changing speeds. So, I mean, he's a good pitcher.
Yeah. So the Royals get a hitter, get a base runner here with 2 outs.
I'm going to have to turn down the ambient again, I think. Boom. Okay.
Yeah, got a swing and a miss right there on the curveball.
Tell you what, man. Cool hand Luke. He got ice in his veins.
Getting a little chilly out here. I feel like I might have ice in my veins.
Well, I'm pretty comfortable where I am.
Yeah, I do enjoy the view, though. So that's a 1-1 count right here.
Yeah, you got me on the view.
That one missed away, so 2-1 count.
So Luke is a junior for the Mustangs. And this junior class, top to bottom, pretty dynamite, you know, with especially when you think about what they did. I think they were 24, 3-2 as ninth graders. All right, that's a walk.
Yeah, that's going to put runners at first and second.
Isn't that generally how you do it? You jinx him when you say stuff like this. But this group.
Yeah, we talked about it before, Trey.
Brent Lee, Brady Lane was in that group. He doesn't play baseball anymore. But Connor, my son Connor, was on that team. Went yard at Grapevine against Colleyville Heritage. And then Ryan was there. Sammy, Luke, Peyton Tatum, Luke
Well,
Schreier.
Just look on the field right now. We've got
Yeah.
3 juniors in the starting lineup and a
Yep.
junior on the mound. So, that's well hit, but Sevy should get a glove. We'll see if we get a play.
Yeah, he did. He
We
got
got
there.
him. Nice
Yeah.
play, Luke, getting over
Way to
there.
be there, Luke.
Yeah, and good job by Sevy giving him a decent throw to work with right there. So Mustangs escape right there. They put a couple runners on base, but nothing across the home. Still a 4-0 ball game headed to the top of the 7th.
Headed to the top of the 7th. We'll be right back. Well, I don't know exactly what has happened here. Yeah, but it was way away. Yeah, I don't think they've asked people to leave the field. So I don't know what's happening. Can you zoom in on the dugout for the not for the Mustangs, for Richland, so I can see what it looks like the umpires are doing? Yeah, that's fine. Did they? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay. It looks like they're sending some people back to to their vehicles. It looks like, for instance, the Grapevine JV. Are you able to turn to your left, Paul, and get these folks that are walking out? Go further to the left. Is that the maximum you can go? Right there. Yeah. Yeah. And so the JV guys from Grapevine are going back to the bus. Now I don't know exactly what that means. It could mean that yeah, I don't know exactly what it means. All right, let's go back to the field and see what's going on. Yeah, let's see what we got in there. I mean, maybe they're Jeff, do you see any lightning? Or you hear anything, Jeff? I would say go if you jog. Go if you jog. All right, folks. We don't exactly know why we have a delay right now. I guess it could be a I suppose it could be that somebody saw lightning. I don't know, but apparently they've told everybody to leave the facility. And we are sitting in the top the 7th of senior night out here at Richland. So,
Yeah, we've got another lightning delay.
is that what that is?
Yeah.
Lightning alarm went off?
I didn't hear the alarm, but I happened to be on the infield, and they were taking shelter.
Yeah, it's
Remember, we did see a pretty significant bolt of lightning about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, so we're right here. I guarantee you on senior night, they're going to want to play everybody the full amount of the game, I guess.
Yeah, we're in the top of the 7th inning. It would have been nice to...
What this means is the JV game's in jeopardy.
Yeah, they're headed back to the bus, but I don't think they're going to leave, but they have to take shelter.
They're not heading back to the cheese wagon.
No, that's
they're riding in style.
It's a luxury coach.
I mean, there's some teams in the minor league that don't get that.
They probably got TVs and
Wi-Fi.
Probably got a wet bar in there.
They got Wi-Fi in there for sure.
You think we could broadcast from the bus?
Yeah, we could actually, but that would be a fun thing to do. Go on a road trip, do a live show from inside of one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not traveling with the team yet.
No, not yet. Let me go ahead and flash this up one more time. Just a gratuitous request for any sponsorship ideas that you might have for sponsoring a playoff game, a set of playoff games, or a future Mustang Baseball live broadcast. Send us an email. And that email is Tradio, TR3DIO, at Tradio.com. We'll make sure we do a great job for you. All right, you want to talk everybody through this, or do you want to just see? I'll tell you what. We'll send you to some music, and then we'll go see if we can find out what's going on with that Midlothian Heritage game, so that we can look at some of these scenarios with you. You got Game Changer on your phone?
I have the old Game Changer.
Yeah, right. I ran into trouble on that too. All right, we'll be right back.
Now pitching for your Mustang. Now pitching for your Mustang.
Okay, we're hoping we'll get this game back underway here pretty soon. We haven't seen any lightning visually. We never actually heard the alarm. Actually, we did see a lightning bolt quite a ways away. Um, the forecast on the radar looks better the rest of the night, and it does seem to actually be clearing up a little bit. So it'd be great to finish off this game and let the JV guys get on the field.
Yeah, I think the off on the horizon there, it looks pretty clear, and they're working hard to get this game in for everybody. I think, which I do appreciate, to get not just this game but the next game too. I think.
Well, it is senior night again, and the parents, a lot of the parents are here for Richland. They're going to have a ceremony after this game, so there's no doubt that they want to have that recognition. Let the parents go on the field with their sons, just like we did at Grapevine about a week ago.
Yeah, it's
So
super important for closure for the season, right?
yeah, it's a very cool night, and you know that the Richland seniors want to have that experience, and
And
even
they've
more,
earned it, right?
even more so the parents. We talked
Yeah,
about
right.
how emotional that is, Trey, and
Oh my gosh, yeah. I remember with Andrew, it was a tough night. I had to, I couldn't listen to
were
the
y'all able
PA
to have
stuff.
senior night though? Wasn't that the COVID year?
It was the COVID year, but we had some kind of a recognition.
Okay.
Actually, no, we didn't have the senior night. We had senior. Yeah, you're right. I must have been imagining all that. It was up at the car dealership
Okay.
where all the seniors were recognized.
Yeah, that was unfortunate that that season got shut down early.
Yeah. Where did I walk out with Andrew? You know where it was? I got confused here. It was Andrew was a spirit wrestler, and so at homecoming during that football season, we went out on the field. I just remember being out somewhere and not being able to really focus because it was all blurry because I didn't want to.
That would make sense because in
Yeah.
the fall, that was well before COVID hit. But
Yeah.
yeah, unfortunately, the COVID shut everything down that
March
spring.
17th, St. Patrick's Day, I think, was when everything went south fast.
Yeah, we are seeing on the field the coaches are out talking. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of concern about the
Was that
Lightning.
Coach Mooney?
Yeah,
He's one
yeah.
Grapevine coach in there.
yeah. I thought Coach Webster was out there earlier, but yeah, even though we are in a lightning delay, unlike earlier when they said take shelter, they don't seem to be given that same directive.
Well, they don't seem to be enforcing it as aggressively as they were the last time either. I mean,
Yeah, we cleared the
players,
stadium.
the players are over in that bus, probably sitting in 69 degrees and Wi-Fi and video games and everything else, right?
Yeah.
I wish our camera guy. Let me see if I can get him here. You keep talking. I'll see if I can get him to get on the bus. Hey, Paul. Paul. Yeah. So, just to the where my truck is pointing. Where my truck is pointing, there's a black bus out there that the Grapevine guys, the JV guys came to the game in. Yeah. Are you able to see that with the camera? All right, so Paul, our camera one is going to take a look at it and see if we can pick that bus up. This is compared
He's moving
to.
in the right direction.
He is. He is.
A little bit farther.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is, right there.
Yeah, he actually, it's pretty amazing when you think about it.
Trey, can we rent that bus out for like tailgating out at the Rangers game or Cowboys game? I mean,
I don't know, but that's where the JV team is camped out right now. I don't see any satellite dishes on top. It may not have Wi-Fi on it. But, I got to hand it to the Booster Club for managing effectively so that that's how the players are traveling from game to game.
yeah.
On the longer games. I don't think the JV takes that to every game. Like at Eaton last weekend, they were in a little different bus.
Okay.
But my guess is they rented that bus to bring the varsity over, go back, pick up the JV, bring the varsity home, and then come back to get the JV. My guess is you probably you could rent it over a certain amount of time. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. I mean, we know the JV team arrived late, and I don't know what this means, but we see Coach Mooney headed towards the parking lot, so I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe we can get some insider information from Danny Park over here, who's chatting up Coach Mooney. We still have players are still in the dugout, so. Was that the announcement you heard, Paul? Okay, our cameraman heard an announcement that it could be another 10 minutes before we get going. The only concern right now is lightning. You can see the field is dry. There's no rain. We haven't had any rain here for about the last 45 minutes. But there has been some lightning in the area, so we're taking precautions accordingly.
So we'll go back through the playoff scenarios. Spend some time there. When we come back, Luke Pajaj Actually, you know, they may switch pitchers after this break.
Yeah, Luke went 2 innings, and
Yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me to see someone else start the bottom of the 7th inning.
So a few folks have been with us the entire broadcast, and you've heard this already. We're matched up against District 8 5A, and in District 7 5A, the top seed is Grapevine, 2 seed are Argyle, 3 seed is Birdville, and Denton Ryan got the 4th seed. Over in District 8 5A, Burleson Centennial, 14-1 in the district, and playing tonight to be 15-1. You know, and Burleson is second, and there's no way that they can get pushed out of that spot. But Midlothian is in 3rd right now, and we talked about a scenario where they actually might end up in a tie. We'll go over that in a minute, but they're 9-6 right now. This is a 9-team district, and the reason that they play 16 games is they've got 8 other teams besides themselves. So there's 4th seed is several possibilities, and why don't you go ahead and hit that, Jeff?
Okay, looking at the records there, you've got Midlothian Heritage sitting at 8-7, squaring up with Joshua, who is 7-8, and then you also have
Mansfield Summit.
Mansfield Summit sitting at 7-8, facing Cleburne. So if Midland Heritage loses to Joshua, that puts both of those two teams at 8-8, and then Mansfield Summit, if they beat Cleburne, that also puts them at 8-8. So we could potentially have 3 teams tied for 4th place in that district, and
At
that would
8-8.
be that 4th-seeded team is who Grapevine will square off with in the first round of the playoffs. So, yeah, we were not sure how that tiebreaker would be decided, right, Trey?
That's exactly right. And then there's even another curveball here, which is Midlothian Heritage. If they beat Joshua, and they'll be 9-7, and if Midlothian, who's 9-6 right now, loses to Burleson Centennial, and it looks like on paper that could happen. Burleson Centennial is 14-1. If Midlothian loses, they'll be 9-7, and then you probably have a seeding game tomorrow morning between Midlothian Heritage and Midlothian. So that's the way it rolls out for the Mustangs. They don't know anything yet, except there are 4 potential schools that they could be playing.
Yeah. How do you scout that, Trey? You know, we got football coaches out there scouting baseball games tonight.
You stick with it.
This is somewhat of an encouraging sign. We do have the Grapevine JV team making their way back towards the ballpark, so that seems to be somewhat encouraging.
Or else we would move. We're broadcasting the game, or else we would move. And these guys are drilling much stuff.
So we have the Tradio truck threatened by some warm-up pitchers who are not going to be pitching in any of the games tonight.
Well, I see the JV headed out there.
Well, I thought they were coming back in the ballpark, and now it looks like some of them are headed in the other direction. So I'm not sure what information they have that we don't. unless maybe their parents brought them dinner. They're not going to be playing at least in the next 30 to 45 minutes
yeah.
for sure.
It's 45 minutes away if it's 0.
We've got Grant Klein's dad coming back from the parking lot. I'm sure he's been enjoying the warmth of a vehicle and his blanket.
Tell you what, we'll be back on the other side of this break.
Okay, for the fans out there that have been patient enough to hang in with us this far, we got an update here from the Grapevine coaching staff, Coach Mooney. There has been lightning within a 10-mile radius of the ballpark, and Coach Mooney showed us a cool app that he has on his phone that alerted them to a lightning strike within that circle, and we're expecting to get back underway here in the next 10 minutes. The Richland starting pitcher is over here getting warmed up in the bullpen right in front of us. So it looks like he's going to come back out again for the top of the seventh. But still, we haven't got the players back out on the field for safety reasons. But we are expecting to finish the game, and it looks like the weather is going to cooperate at least for the next hour or so. They did cancel the JV game that was supposed to happen right after this, with they're anticipating more bad weather later. So I think Trey has some highlights loaded up here that we're gonna.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet, but I'll tell you what. Let me see if I can pull something together.
Well, we know when the Royals starting pitcher heads back towards the field, we probably need to get back to a field view. He is warming up right in front of us, and again, he's got all 6 innings so far, and looks like they're going to have him try and finish this game. He has been effective. He's given up 4 runs, but the Mustangs have not exactly lit up the ballpark with hits. They have had a Michael Northup, I know, has 2 hits tonight. They've scattered a few other hits, had some runners advance on pass balls. I believe we might have even scored a run on a pass ball. But the starting pitcher for the Royals has done a pretty good job tonight. This would be the 3rd time that the starting pitcher for the Royals has had to get warmed up. Of course, we had the hour delay before the game, and he would have been ready to go right at 4 o'clock. We actually didn't get the game underway until about 5 o'clock, so he would have had to warm up again prior to that. My guess is between the bullpen and the mound, the Royals pitcher's probably easily thrown somewhere around 130, 140 pitches tonight, and he keeps pumping them up over here from the bullpen.
Well, it's his night. It's senior night. He's not going to give up his option, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can. I've got some. I'm going to bring back the game that we played last Friday and see if I can't get us something to watch here. Okay. All right, let's see.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Okay, so they are coming back on the field. All that work. Oh, they're going to loosen up for a while. Let's go ahead. We'll throw.
Sun is going to be tough out here in right field. Michael Northup's already got his shades on.
Well, that's a rip.
That is off the wall, 1 hop. We'll see. Might have a play at second.
Nope.
No, he's going to be in standing up.
It's a little different start than they had the other night, right?
They did hit some balls hard the other night, but nothing that carried our outfield. That ball was smoke, no doubt.
Now for the Eagles, number 4, shortstop, J.C. Davis.
Okay, this was the only right-handed hitter they had in their top 6 the other night. You know, they didn't bunt much the other night. Of course, the wind was blowing out to left that night, but did they try and bunt at all?
Yeah, they did. They're going to
did.
bunt right here.
He is.
Yep.
He is.
Mm-hmm. They did, and you know, I'm going to keep that assessment to myself. I think they tried a few times. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
I'm not sure they got one down.
I just remember they were in a spot a few times with their
where
catcher.
We talked about whether, as the home team, you should be, you know, is it better to go for the tie or be playing for the big inning?
Yeah, they were down 2. Maybe that's what was the variable there. With down 2 runs, you might let your guy swing.
Well, Dason's ended up, he has him where he wants him, I guess. An 0-2 count, that's all you could ask for here in this situation. Whoa. Wow.
Making me dizzy.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. Sorry about that. Need to make sure my cameraman didn't fall down. I don't know what happened. That was like everything broke loose at once.
Dason's way ahead right here, 0-2. Nobody out, runner at second base. And you do have your scoreboard.
Oof.
Looks like it's working right so far, Trey?
Well,
or did you have to put the runner at second?
Yeah, I had to put him at second.
Okay.
But that's better than the other night. It wasn't even working doing that. So
okay.
I figured out what was going on with that, and I think we'll be all right tonight as far as that piece of data goes. This scoreboard is not talking right with the runs, but count and outs seems to be pretty good. Oh, that's
turned on that.
Yeah.
That's going to be a run.
Got to keep him from second base.
Okay, Argyle's coming out swinging the bats tonight, and no surprise, they're a solid team, and you know that that loss on Tuesday night stung a bit, so they might have been taking a little bit extra BP, and I promise you, they had a sour taste in their mouth after Tuesday night's game.
Now batting. Second baseman, number 5, Rockmore.
So that puts Argyle on an early 1-0 lead, and nobody out yet. Runner at first base.
See that guy take a step towards second base? I wonder if he was just messing around with
Okay, it looks like we're about to get underway here. The starting pitcher for the Royals is getting a few more warm-ups out on the mound. I mentioned earlier he's between 3 different delays. He's got to be pushing somewhere around 140, 150 pitches that he's thrown on the mound and in the bullpen.
Committed to his senior night, man. I give him credit.
He's leaving it all out there tonight.
It could be a guy that's not playing any more baseball, you know?
Right. Nothing to save your arm for.
Yeah. So, I don't know that to be the case.
Yeah, his pitch count on the mound actually is, I'm sure, well under the limit. But again, he's had to get warmed up 3 different times.
Okay, we got a batter in the box, Paul.
Okay, we got a batter in the box now, and it's the same pitcher that's been out there since the very beginning for, as Jeff mentioned.
I'm not sure who that is.
That's fair ball. Keaton, I think.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know what to tell you, but we're 1 out down here, and we've only got 6 outs left.
This looks like a pinch hitter right here for Brent Lee. I think that's Lally pinch hitting.
Yeah. Yeah, for all you guys watching out there in this marathon 3-hour and 25-minute stream,
Wonder how much that date is costing. It's a 1 ball, 1 strike count, right?
Thank you for hanging in there with us and the Mustangs. You know, this is on, at least on paper, this game doesn't mean anything, but you know, the Mustangs have a chance to make history right here
To
and
these seniors, they do.
finish off a undefeated district season at 14-0.
To the seniors from Richland, obviously, it means a lot to them. But 1-2 count on Lolly. What I wanted to say is, I gotta be straight with you. We bring batteries out here for our cameras, and my camera guy's telling me that we don't have any more blue dots on the camera, on the power, the battery that's powering everything.
So we could lose the picture.
Now it's running on camera power, which has a battery that's probably been charged. So we think we're okay, but if there's a massive failure, you'll get audio play-by-play for the rest.
We'll treat it like a radio broadcast.
We'll treat it like a radio broadcast.
Yeah. Lolly hit a line drive right there to the
What was
second
that
baseman
first
for the
pitch,
second
ball?
out. That was a strike.
Yeah. I think it's 1 ball, 1 strike on him, Jeff.
I'll take your word for it because I didn't.
The first pitch was okay. That's going to be. He's going to have to hustle. Jace gets down the line. He's safe.
No, he got him. So
he got him.
headed to the bottom of the 7th. Mustangs up 4-0.
Well, Luke is going to go back out there to pitch this inning, and I had the graphic wrong, but obviously that was the top half of the inning. The last time had somebody in the box there for the Mustangs, and Cool Hand Luke's on the hill. And just for you folks that are maybe watching and planning on coming out to see the JV game, parents maybe or others. It looks like the JV game has been canceled for tonight, unfortunately. So the JV team for Grapevine, the season is over. Here we go, Jeff. Luke with a strike on the first pitch.
Yeah, Luke comes out of the break where he left off. He's had quite a few strikeouts in the 2 innings that he's pitched. In fact, first inning, he got all 3 outs with a strikeout, and I believe he had 2 strikeouts in the second inning that he pitched. That one looked like it missed a little bit up. I noticed the Mustangs bleachers are kind of bare.
There's another strike.
It was a second strike.
I will tell you one thing that I'm happy about tonight. I don't have to tell you I'm going to run off real fast and get the equipment out of the press box. Unfortunately, the quality has suffered.
So the hitter fought off that pitch right there.
Well, we got a little bounce. Oh, he
That
got
ball
that one.
was in the air.
Smoked it pretty hard. Looks like it might be down for a hit on
Yeah, that
senior
one did
night.
fall. It's hard to tell from the truck what type of elevation that ball had. It was
That was the. We don't have an out, do we?
no,
way
that was
out.
the first batter.
Right. A solid lead at first. Oh,
That ball's
gosh.
what hit. It looked like. Okay, we're gonna get it out at second.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell, but that ball, I'm guessing,
Died. Looked like it died. I thought
it
it was
looked like it was
striped
hard
right.
hit.
I
Yeah,
thought it was striped to left field,
yeah. We
and we didn't get a good view with the camera, so it could be that. I mean, there may have been a great play made, and we just didn't. We weren't able to see it all.
yeah, we're in the truck right now because of the weather.
Let me go turn up the ambient. Of course, right in the middle of a pitch. We'll just have to guess on it. Take some odds.
That one missed down. You know, Trey, with a 4-run deficit, I don't think we'll see that runner at first run in tonight in this spot. What do you think?
No, I'm thinking the coach probably had a few words to say.
Yeah.
That could be. Oh,
It's going to go to second. Turn 2, not quite in time, but Mustangs have 2 outs. The Royals are down to their last out. You know, I don't want to get too far out in front here, Trey, but assuming the Mustangs can get this last out and hold on for the win, be interesting to see what kind of celebration we see. Do they treat it like just another ball game and save it for next week?
well, that'll be an indicator, I guess. That's one ball, wasn't it?
That looked like you missed out. That was a good pitch. That's a strike.
I think there's some senior leadership on the team that's, helps keep them grounded. Because those guys that played last year, they know what it feels like to be the other direction, And yeah, I just think I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying that they've experienced both ends of the spectrum.
Well, and also the kids that were 10th graders on that team in 21 that went to the playoffs,
Yeah.
they know that, I'm sure they have higher aspirations than just making the playoffs. They want to go deep in the playoffs, and I'm sure they'd love to have their season end in Austin with a championship. Yeah. So I know they have higher goals than just winning the district, but, it is quite a feat to go undefeated. So I would be fine with a celebration all the same, and that should be the third out. It is. So the Mustangs take care of business tonight and finish off a perfect season, and it's almost a little ho-hum over there in the dugout, it appears, at least from where we're sitting. Of course, the delays and the length of the game might have taken a bit of the enthusiasm out of it, but all the same, the Mustangs go 14-0 in the district, Trey, and that's just phenomenal to win every game against some good competition. What do you think?
Well, now I have everything off the screen that should be off the screen. I didn't do any special graphic that said Mustangs win, Mustangs win. Mustangs win. Nothing flashing on the screen, because this was a business game. This was a come to the ballpark. You might get some adversity in terms of the weather. Do your job, win the game, come home. Let's figure out who we play next week, right?
Yeah, if this was an NFL game, a lot of the
Yeah.
starters would have rested in this game because, as far as the playoffs go, it didn't have any impact on the playoffs. But again, I think it's great that these seniors are going to get to tell their kids and grandkids one day that, hey, my senior year we went undefeated in the district, and of course, I know they have higher goals from here, but that's just a quite an accomplishment that deserves its due all the same.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to sign off now, and going to have to roll. Jeff, been a great district season with you, man.
Trey,
You're
I've
one
enjoyed
smart
it.
dude. You know?
I've enjoyed it, and I hope we're broadcasting next Friday night.
I hope so, and I hope I'm. I'll talk to you about my situation. I hope I'm back in time for that. This is Trey on behalf of my broadcast partner Jeff, our camera guy Paul. Mustangs have done it. They're 14-0, and they're the #1 seed for District 7-5A. Now it's a waiting game. We'll see you next week.